Alrighty, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome in. This is BabyNation.com. Welcome back to another video. And guys, today I am going to reveal my March Madness bracket. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to join the Discord. The link's in the description. Make sure you guys do follow me on Twitch as well. The link is in the description. And make sure you guys please go check out this ESPN March Madness bracket challenge here. The link is in my description. It's the new thing that's gonna be popping around. So if you guys haven't joined this already, make sure you guys please do so. We do have 3 people right now in the picture in the group. We have IGM, one of your subscribers, and then one of Old Yeller, who's gonna be picking in the picture with me. We're gonna go head to head to see who wins the most games in March Madness, and we're gonna do that every single round. 316, 32. Final four, stuff like that. So we're going to be doing a pick show for every single round, giving you guys our predictions for every single matchup, just like we do right now for the NBA. So make sure you guys go check that out. Or we do for the NFL as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. Make sure you guys as well go check out, like I said, the link is in the description. Make sure you guys please join by, and I'm pretty sure the deadline is tomorrow by 12:15 p.m. because that is the first matchup of March Madness. So yeah, if you guys want to join on that, make sure you guys please do so in advance. I really would appreciate it. We'll be doing live play-by-plays my March Madness. It's gonna be a lot of fun, which we actually get into the bracket. And there's some games tonight that, like I said, for the pick show, we're starting with the final four. So after this video, you guys will see our picks, me and Yeller's picks for the first four for coming out tomorrow. So like I said, appreciate your support. This is BabyNation.com, and then yeah, let's see who we got here. My bracket predictions, I'm gonna reveal mine. I don't know what if you guys got, but yeah, let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, everybody, before we go ahead and get this video rolling, make sure you, like I said before, if you guys want to play, and I highly recommend it because this year is gonna be a lot of fun. This NFL, not NFL, this March Madness is gonna be incredible. Make sure you guys please hit the link in the description. Make sure you guys please join because the timer up here, by the time I'm recording this, it is Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to join, you guys have about 18 something hours to join, maybe 20 something hours to join. So because the first game tips off at 12:15 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm pretty sure that would be 9:10 Western time. So if you guys want to join, make sure you guys please do so. Like I said, the link is in my description. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into picks, and let's see who I have winning this year's March Madness. There's a lot of good matchups here in the first round. Like I said, today is Wednesday, so not all matchups are finalized just yet, but let's go ahead and make some picks here. So we'll go ahead and start from the east side of things, and then we'll move down. We'll go over here, make our picks, and then we'll go down here and make our first round picks, and just so forth. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start up here. Let's go over here to the east, and we'll go over there. We'll do the same thing for the west, and then we'll dive down. We'll give every single picks for the first round. All right, so first things first, we got Duke versus CNET. I'm gonna have Duke winning that game. I don't see Duke falling from that. Ohio State versus TCU. This is gonna be a very interesting matchup. I was actually going back and forth with this one. Right now, Ohio State's 2.5-point favorites, but I think TCU could definitely win this one. Like I said, you guys will see who I actually pick in the pick show. Like I said, we do have our pick show coming out later on tonight, so stay tuned for that. But no, later on, so it'll be out. No, my fault. It'll be out Thursday morning. My bad. It'll be a Thursday morning because I do have the first 4 pick show coming out today. Or maybe I'll do it tonight after the games. I don't know. We'll see. This game, it could go either way. I'm gonna take Ohio State. I'm gonna take that one. I think it'll be a good game though. St. John's, yeah, St. John's should be able to beat Northern Iowa. I would be surprised if they would have lost that one. I'm taking Kansas over CA. I just don't see Kansas losing that game. Louisville versus South Florida. This is actually a very entertaining first matchup. Remember, Louisville was in this position last year when they lost to Creighton. I'm pretty sure it was in the first round. Right now, Louisville is a 4.5-point favorite. I'm gonna trust them. I think they take care of business. I'll take Louisville there. Michigan State versus North Dakota. Yeah, I got Michigan. Like I said, I know there's gonna be upsets, and that we have to pick upsets because it's March Madness, but I just don't see that happening there. I'll take Michigan on that one. UCLA versus UCF. I think this one's gonna be my first upset. I really do. I think UCF is gonna win that game. I think they're gonna beat UCLA. That's my first upset there. UConn, yeah, UConn's not losing to Furman. I mean, that would be a shocker if it did happen. All right, let's go ahead and take a look over here to the West. Arizona will beat Long Island. That is not a discussion. Villanova versus Utah State. This is another good one here. Like I say, Utah State is favored by 1.5, and I'm being honest, I agree with it. I'm taking Utah State to win that one. I like Villanova, but I just don't think they're as good of a team as Utah State. I just think Utah State's a little bit better. UConn should be able to be High Point, no issues there. Arkansas, they should be able to beat Hawaii. BYU versus Texas. This is a tough one. This is another tough one because the Texans just lost. I mean, just won last night to get themselves into position. This is definitely a winnable game here for Texas. It definitely is, but I'm going to give the size to BYU. I think they're slightly better. I'll give them the nudge there. I think Gonzaga does take care of business against Kansas State. I don't see Gonzaga winning that one. Missouri versus Miami. I'm going to take Miami, but I don't think it's out of the question. I think Missouri has some talented studs on that team. I think they could definitely force Miami a challenge, but I'll take Miami. I think Miami's just slightly better on that one. And then Purdue versus Queens. I mean, this should be Purdue should be able to win that one, no problem, no issue. All right, let's go ahead and head down here to the South. First things first, we have Florida. I do not care who they play in that round. Florida should be able to take care of business. Clemson versus Loa. I'm glad this is a 4 versus 5 seed matchup. Right now, Loa is favored by 1.5 against Clemson. I'm gonna take Clemson. I know Clemson's the underdogs, but I know they definitely could lose. But I'm gonna take Clemson to win that one. Like I said, that one should be another squeaker there. Vanderbilt, yeah, I think Vanderbilt does take care of business against McNeese. I don't think they would lose to them. Nebraska versus Troy. Troy could be one of those like sneaky teams, but I'm not gonna pick it. I think Nebraska takes care of business and moves on. North Carolina versus VCU. The Tar Heels only favored by 2.5. This is another one I can see going either way. I think it's gonna be close, man. Like I can actually see North Carolina losing this game. I can definitely see it. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's have some fun. Let's take. I'm gonna take VCU. I think they actually upset North Carolina. Illinois versus Penn. I'm gonna take Illinois in that matchup. Don't think they would lose. St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. I can see Texas A&M like forcing them a challenge. I mean, I get the odds of like why the odds are only 3.5. I think it could be closer than what people think. But I am gonna take SMC. I'm gonna take St. Mary's on that one. Houston versus Idaho. I'm taking Houston. And then let's go to the Midwest here. Michigan, Howard, who just won last night. I'll take Michigan to win that one pretty comfortably. Georgia against St. Louis. Another one that I can see being a nail biter either way. Like I said, Georgia's only a 2.5 point favorite right now, but I'll take Georgia to win that one. Like I said, it could be a squeaker, but I'll trust Georgia to take care of business there. Texas Tech versus Akron. I'm going to take Texas Tech on that one, even though I can see the upset happening, but I'm just not going to predict it. Same thing here with Alabama and Hofstra. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm going to take Alabama. I don't know who they are. I'm sorry. Tennessee, they're going to take on Miami or SMU tonight, the winner of the matchup there. I don't think it matters. I'll take Tennessee. Virginia and Wright State. Virginia should be able to take care of business. Virginia's been very impressive this year. I'll take Virginia to win that one. Kentucky versus Santa Clara. I can see Santa Clara winning this game. I absolutely see it, and if I'm being completely honest, I think it will happen. I'm going to take Santa Clara to upset Kentucky here. I just think Santa Clara is the better team. I think they've been the better team all season long. I'm going for the upset there. I think Santa Clara takes care of business there. And Aloha State versus Tennessee State. I will take Aloha State. I highly doubt they would lose to Tennessee State. All right, let's go ahead and get to the round of 32 here. Back up here to the top. Duke versus Ohio State. I think Ohio State would provide a challenge, but Duke is just a better team. St. John's versus Kansas. Oh wow. This is a really good matchup here. It gets two really good solid teams here. I'm gonna take St. John's. I'm gonna take St. John's to advance. I like this St. John's team. I like them. What I saw in the regular season. I think they can do some damage here. I'll take St. John's. Louisville versus Michigan State. Definitely probably one of the hardest ones for me to pick here in the second round. Like people saying like Michigan State's gonna win this game, but I actually do think Louisville has a chance. I think they have a shot, but I'm not gonna pick it. Give me Michigan State. UCF versus UConn. I don't see UCF going on 2 straight upsets. I'm taking UConn. I'm taking the Huskies in that one. Arizona versus Utah State. I will take Arizona. I don't think they would lose to Utah State, but it's definitely possible. Wisconsin versus Arkansas. I'm going to take Arkansas to advance to play Arizona, but Wisconsin, I mean, you gotta watch out. I mean, they could definitely be an issue. I actually I kind of expect this one to be a close one, but if we do get that matchup, I'll take Arkansas there. BYU versus Gonzaga. Damn, this is a really good matchup here. But yeah, I mean, BYU has been kind of inconsistent. I think Gonzaga has been the better team. So unfortunately, I want to pick BYU here, but I cannot do it. I'm going to take Gonzaga. Miami versus Purdue, kind of like in the same situation. I do think Miami can prevent a challenge, but at the same time, like, I just know that Purdue is the better team. I gotta go with Purdue. I think Purdue advances there. Let's go ahead here to the South. I do think Clemson will. I do think Clemson will fall to Florida. I don't think they're gonna beat the champs. Vanderbilt versus Nebraska, another good one that I can see going either way. Another one's just kind of tough for me to pick because, like I said, I think both teams are equal. I think it could go either way, but I think this is a tough one. I'm gonna take Vanderbilt. I'm gonna take Vanderbilt there. I don't think you guys were expecting that, but I'm gonna take Vanderbilt in that one. Next up we have VCU taking on against Illinois. I do not see VCU getting two straight upsets. I'll take Illinois to advance there. And then we have St. Mary's versus Houston. I will take Houston to walk away with the win here over St. Mary's. Michigan versus Georgia. I really want to pick Georgia here. I really want to, but I'm not going to. I'm not falling for it. I'm taking Michigan. Texas Tech versus Alabama. Another tough one to pick here. Like I said, this is gonna be a good ass game. Like I really do think this could be a good game. Texas Tech versus Alabama. Both teams look really good this year. I'm praying for this second round matchup. I'm gonna take Alabama because of the experience there. Even though Texas Tech does have experience themselves, but I'll take Alabama there. Tennessee versus Virginia. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Virginia. I don't think Virginia would lose to Tennessee, but at the same time, like I can see it. But like I said, Virginia's been one of the more impressive teams in college basketball this year. I'll take Virginia. Santa Clara versus Aloha State. I'm not gonna predict Santa Clara to get two straight upsets. I will take Aloha State to advance there. Sweet 16, Duke taking on against St. John's. Like I said, I really want to pick St. John's. I really want to, but I do think this is where they fall short. I think Duke is just too much. I'll take Duke in that one. Michigan State versus UConn. That's gonna be a good one there. UConn. I think that one could go either way, but I just think UConn has the experience. They have the team to do it. I'll take UConn to advance to the final. What is this? The Sweet 16 to Elite 8. I'll take UConn win to Elite 8. Arizona versus Arkansas. Like I said, I want to pick Arkansas, but I do think the run will fall short here. I'll take Arizona to advance. Gonzaga versus Purdue. Like I said, another really good team, really good matchup here. I can see this one going either way, honestly. I can see it going either way, but if I make completely honest, I'm taking Gonzaga to win this game. I really love what I'm seeing at Gonzaga, and I just think that they're really I think they're on the ready to go for this season. Like I really think they're on. I do think they're going to go on the run. I'll take Gonzaga to win that one. Okay, let's go ahead and down here to the other side here. I do think Florida will beat Vanderbilt. And like I said, it's kind of unfortunate for Vanderbilt. They have to run into the chance, but I do. Even though, like I said, I'm a Florida State fan. I hate Georgia, but I have to admit it. I have to hate Florida, but I have to admit it with a minute. I do think Houston will beat Illinois, but I am expecting a close game here if we do get this matchup. Kind of expect like to go either way. I do think Illinois definitely has the team to compete with Houston, but I don't think that they'll be able to get away with the win there. I do think Alabama's run is going to fall short. I do think Michigan, but however, I will say this. I do think Alabama has a shot. If these two teams do match, I would not be surprised if Alabama won this game. But Michigan, they've been too good all season long. I'll take them to win. And Virginia versus Aloha State, another one I can see going either way. Kind of a tough one to pick here. Am I really gonna trust Virginia? Nah, I'm gonna take Aloha State. I was really thinking about taking Virginia, but I'll take Aloha State to advance there and move on to the Elite 8. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Elite 8 here. So we're starting off. We got Duke against UConn. Probably one of the toughest one for me to pick. So far this entire bracket. I think I'm gonna go with Duke, but it's gonna be a squeaker. Like I said, UConn is the team that's gonna take it because UConn has won multiple championships before. Matter of fact, they lost for the first time last year when they went back to back prior to that. So if you these two matches, I think UConn is the team to take out Duke, but I don't think that's expected. I'll take Duke to win this one. Gonzaga versus Arizona. Unfortunately, I do have Gonzaga's run coming to an end here. I think Arizona is just too deep and they're too powerful, and I know Gonzaga will probably give them a challenge, but this game I'm not really expecting them to win, so I'll take Arizona in that one. Florida versus Houston. Actually, guys, believe this shit's gonna happen. If we get this, listen, Houston's gonna knock off the champs. They're gonna knock off the champs. It's really hard to repeat in the March Madness. It's really hard, even get to the Final Four. It's really hard. And I think Houston is a borderline elite. Like I think they're a team that can really give Florida a run, and I think that's. So I'm taking Houston. I'm taking Houston to upset Florida. I think they'll make it to the Final Four. Michigan versus Ohio State. Taking Michigan. Michigan's too good. Ohio State will give them a challenge for sure. But I will take Michigan. Michigan should be able to win that one. All right, let's go and get to our Final Four teams. Well, my predictions here, like I said, make sure you guys let me guys know in the comments below what you guys think is going to happen here. But my Final Four is Duke, Houston, Arizona, and Michigan. Like I said, make sure you guys please let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching this video and also playing along. If you guys are playing along as well, like I said, make sure you guys let us know in the comments where you guys agree and what you guys disagree on. But anyway, here, Final Four, Duke versus Houston. Oh God, I mean, think about that matchup itself. I think that's a good one here. Duke without Cooper Flag could be a very issue here. In Houston's gonna be pissed because Houston just lost in the finals last year, so I know they're gonna be pissed. I know they're gonna bring out their energy. But it's really tough to not pick Houston in this scenario because Houston's been through this. They've been through this before. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to take Duke. I really want to pick Houston, but I can't do it, man. Especially playing against Duke. Yeah, I'll take Duke to win that one. Arizona versus Michigan. It's just another tough one to pick. Like I said, I think this one could go either way. I mean, fuck, man. Like I said, I want to pick Michigan, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna take the safe side. I'm gonna go with Arizona to win that one. And last but not least, the championship game, according to me, we have Duke playing against Arizona. In my bracket predictions, my official champion is going to be Arizona. I think Arizona knocks off Duke. I think Arizona wins the whole thing. Like I said, should be close, should be pretty competitive here. But I am going to take Arizona to win. I think they'll knock off Duke, and I do think they'll win the championship this year. I'll go Arizona. How many points? I will do this real quick. How many total points scored in the game? Let's go. Final score. I think it'll be a shootout. Let's go 91 to 87. So what is that about? My bad. I have to put this into a calculator because I am not the best person in mind. 91 plus 87. Was that 100? Okay, so 178. 178. Alright guys, and submit bracket. Like I said, if you guys want to play just like what I did here, like I said, make sure you guys hit the like, hit that subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. Make sure I join that link. You guys will join my group. Go ahead and make your brackets. Like I said, and you guys have until 12:15 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time to get this in, because that's when the first game happens. That's when everything locks up. So like I said, I really do appreciate all the support. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe button. Pick show, it's gonna be coming up here pretty soon. Without further ado, I'm a hump out kids thing as you guys can watch it on time. I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next time. Love y'all. This is BabyNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. Like I said, let me guys know in the comments below what you guys think will happen in March Madness, and I'll see you guys next time. This is BabyNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. See you guys next time. Peace.